Holy well-being, peace, great peace. Salaam alaikum, walaikum salam, salahi. This right here, what we have is a agenda, resolution 71-1, resolution adopted by the General Assembly on the 19th of September in 2016. So when they say New York being the hub of America, New York being the hub of the world, you can pretty much gather that this is going to affect other states within the Union and the Confederacy. So as you can see, through the main committee, doesn't need a reference. You can just press the hyperlink. They had this plan before 2016. So you can see this week there's been a lot of ruha and uproar about migrants being bused. To date, 22 buses arrived in Chicago with migrants south of the border. So there's been a lot of confusion going on, a lot of misperpetration as well on part of city councils, local reps, whether that be state, federal. It's been a lot of pushback. And again, if you read the dates on here, this is from the General Assembly at the United Nations, where all nations meet in Geneva, Switzerland, Netherlands, and New York. So let's read a little bit. I want to look for 22. Underlining the importance of a comprehensive approach to the issues involved. We will ensure a people-centered, sensitive, humane, dignified, gender-responsive, and prompt reception for all persons arriving in our countries, and particularly those in large movements, whether refugees or migrants. We will also ensure full respect and protection for human rights and fundamental freedoms. So they had this already set in plan. When you read these General Assembly resolutions, look for the capitalized A that signifies the agenda. Or you can also look for the other resolutions that deal with the Secretariat and the Security Councils, because that means they're going into full force. So again, they had this plan years before 2016. So like people really shouldn't take hold of what they're doing with these de facto laws. Because again, the Constitution already said, which they can't go against, because it offers remedy at all times, that they can't push bill tenders or anything like that, which would be like re-advised or redevised, redevised bills. Like they're like putting something into effect and it's already protected. It's already been highlighted in the prior or stare decisis maxim, or I would say like an article, because if you read the Constitution, like that would be like the only law to follow. Like anything they do after that, as far as pushing bills, is already in effect. They're just pushing it back out so you can like be reminded. But like the GA resolutions, like those are the things you want to take hold of. And right now they're doing the 2030 agenda, and they're doing the 2063 agenda for Africans in the diaspora. And a lot of people don't know this information, so they're going to be left out, and they're going to be out of luck if they don't take hold and actually listen to people that actually know this information. And a lot of people aren't saying anything about it, but if you do say something, it's going to kind of get swept under the rug. And I just read 22. So when you look at numbers, Roman numeral uno, it kind of correlates with what you see in the Quran, what you see in the sacred text in Hindi, what you see in the Old Testament. I'm not so much familiar with the New Testament, but it also correlates with that as well. So when you see something like Job 22:2 or Job 2:22, It correlates. So just pay attention to that. And I'm going to close out. I'm going to read the General Assembly statement as it adopts the following outcome document of the high level plenary meeting on addressing large movements of refugees and migrants. So just because you're black, just because you're white, doesn't mean that you're not a migrant or a refugee, because when they come, it's going to affect your budget, your local city budget. It's going to affect you. With not gold not being backed by, with not the USD being backed by gold in the public's eye, because you can purchase gold overseas, you're going to be affected by it. So you will be a refugee and you will be a migrant as well if you don't already know that you are. So I'll just close out right there. Make sure you know your rights. Peace.